Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to my live stream. How's everybody doing this evening? I'm not on here for a long time, just for a few minutes. Hope you guys been watching my videos on my channel. The last video was my review of Avatar, the Avatar movie. So if you want to know my thoughts on that, watch my most recent video about that. I have plenty of thoughts on that one. But welcome. It is Thursday evening. It's almost the weekend, and it's gonna be a long weekend for me, that's for sure. A very long weekend. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. Good evening. Good evening. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, so I got my tea here. So I got my tea here. You would take your car back covered in eggs? What? What's going on? Hey, Chicago, how you doing? No, did they say Chicago? The Chingon brothers. What the hell's a Chingon brother? Welcome, Chingon. Welcome to my live stream. I'm your host. I'm your host with the most. How you doing? Not so too Sunda. I think that's how you say your name. Welcome to my live stream. Welcome to my channel. I thank you for all coming to my channel this evening. I know you could be doing anything else tonight, but thank you for coming. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm here sometimes during the week. Not all the time. I'm not always here, I got things to do. I got work to do. And let me tell y'all what happened to me last night. Let me tell you. No, before I tell you what happened, I got a message for the people out there who did the unthinkable to me last night. Let me tell you something. You gonna burn. You gonna burn for a long time. Okay? You gonna burn for a long time. You caused me trauma to the mind. You caused me mental trauma. Okay? Let me tell you something. I have an old car. I've had this car for a good minute. 2015 Mazda 3. Paid off. No bill. No bill at all. And somebody took it upon themselves to help themselves to my vehicle. Came outside, car gone. Car stolen. Ripped from me. Why would you steal a 2015 Mazda? The only thing I can think of, I'm great, Kevs. The only thing I can think of, you stealing a car from me, is that it was dark outside and it looks like a new car. From the outside, my car looks brand new. Okay, because I've taken care of the outside. Okay, it looks brand new. So I'm pretty sure, I think what happened was I dropped my keys and didn't realize it. And somebody waited until the midnight hour, because that's when the criminals and crooks be outside after they get zooped up and souped up on orange pop and hot rocks and Doritos. After they do all that, They got to roam the streets and find something to do. They picked up my keys. Instead of being a good Samaritan and taking the keys to the office, taking them over to the office. And granted, this wasn't where I lived at. They could have still took the keys to the office and been a good Samaritan. No, but they didn't do that. You know what they did? They stole my car. They took the whole car. Okay? The whole car. Now, let me tell you about manifestation. I'm going to say I manifested wanting a new car, but I didn't want the new car payment. I ain't ready for that. I ain't ready to be paying what y'all be paying out here, $1,000 a month. I am not doing that. I'm not paying $1,000 for no car. They got life messed up. If they think I'm going to pay $1,000, I'm not. So I was holding on to my paid off car, holding on to dear life. Okay? Holding on to dear life. And somebody came through and stole my car in the midnight hour. Because you ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got nothing to do. After 5 o'clock p.m., that's when the real crime starts. You know what I mean? In the daytime, these are just normal people walking around. They sleep all day like vampires. And then they come out at nighttime and wreak havoc. You know it's about to go down because they go to the convenience store. They soup themselves up on candy and raw Vienna sausages and Doritos and Sour Patch Kids and all this kind of stuff. Grown people. Forget dope. You know what the real dope is? The convenience store. They get all that stuff in their body and they got to get that demon out. They can't contain that demon. So they run through the streets like maniacs, okay? They run through the streets like maniacs, zooped up on all that shit. And with all that energy, you just want to do something. Oh man, what you about to do? What you about to do? Oh yeah, I'm about to jack somebody. And then they go carjack, they go rob, they gotta keep going. All night long. Until they do this until about 6 a.m. Because 6 a.m. is when the police, run through with their vans. They run through with their patrol vans, because they got to pick these people up. They don't get them all, but they pick up enough of them to drop them off at the county jail. So by 8 a.m., they booked in jail, then released. They safe from the public for a couple hours, and then the jail people like, all right, you came down off your sugar high. Come on out of here. Come on, we letting you out. And they let these fuckers out all over again to start the whole shit over. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. Y'all keep letting the same people just run in and out like something wrong. Like they just playing on a merry-go-round or something. Just in and out the door. You remember when your mama told you? Don't you keep coming in and out this house. Because you're letting the outdoor smell into the house. Don't you keep coming in and out this door. Either you stay in or you stay out. And that's what they need to tell these people. They keep coming in and out for the little petty things like the little carjackings and all that little robbing and house robbery and all that little stuff. Stop it. Stop it. What do you mean where I'm from? Indiana. Stop it. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense to keep doing that. It is 2026 and y'all still doing old man tricks. Stealing cars. You don't even know what condition my car was in. Man, look, my car needed new brakes, oil change, rotors, the whole nine. It needed. It looked good on the outside, It looked brand new, but it needed some work. And I kept thinking to myself, man, oh man, how much these brakes gonna cost? My God, how much these brakes gonna cost? How much are these brakes gonna cost? And that ain't gonna cost me nothing. Ain't nothing to fix. Ain't nothing to fix. Hey DNA, how you doing? These people that are out here stealing and robbing and carjacking, we need to have we need to all have a talk with you guys. We need to have a talk. We need to have a talk, because you can't be doing this because of you must be doing this because of fun. Because it surely can't, because you need it. There's no possible way. There's no possible way on this God green earth that you are carjacking because you need the money. Because first of all, there's a pantry everywhere. You can get free food at the pantry. Hey, Woo, how you doing? You can get free food at the pantry. So don't tell me you can't get no free food. Don't tell me you can't get no food stamps or something. You can go to the church. I mean, the church may not pay your bills, but they may give you a sandwich or two. You know what I mean? They're going to give you a little something. Not a lot, but something. I would say I'm not going to say it's drug addiction. Because I don't think it's drug addiction that is doing that. These people, those are the people that are doing that. Cause that energy, they don't have enough energy to be doing all that. These people that are carjacking, I know you. Where you come from? I know these people that are carjacking and all this kind of stuff. It has nothing to do with them being on drugs. This is for pure ego. These people think they in GTA 6 already. They think they in the video game. These are video game characters. Okay, these are people who think they are video game characters, and they want the rush. They want the rush of knowing that they can break into a car, steal it, and get away with it. That's all that is. It's the ego, and it's being hopped. It's being high off of warhead candies, high off of Doritos. You think Doritos and stuff don't make you high? Soda, Doritos, I think most of the carjackers and robbers, they be eating those Tatakis, those flaming hot Tatakis. They eat that stuff. That stuff gets you high. Forget crack. You don't need crack. I don't even know why people doing crack and cocaine and all this kind of stuff. The real crack is in the drinks, in the thank you, Woo Woo, in the drinks, in the Doritos. Okay, that's where the real crack is. You talking about, you forget, you don't have to do fentanyl and do the Fenty fold. You don't have to stand on the corner and do the Fenty fold. You ain't got to do that. All you got to do is get yourself souped up on some Sour Patch Kids, some Doritos, some Coca-Cola, some Baja Blast. Throw you in a couple of those Flaming Hots. Yeah, throw some Lucky Charms in there, all that, to mix all that shit up, and you got a time bomb on your hands. You hear me? Be running through the streets with no clothes on, carjacking people in the middle of the night. But these people are only active between 5 p.m. and midnight. Their energy dies down around 1 a.m. And that's why they get caught by the police. Because they so souped up, and then it brings you up, all that stuff, and then it brings you down. And once it brings you down around 1, 2 in the morning, 1 or 2, that's when the cops are, that's why the cops take their time looking for people, to send to the jail. They just roam around. They don't even bother looking for nobody between 5 and 12. It's a waste of time. They ain't trying to catch her nobody around 5 or 12. They wait till their energy is down around 2 in the morning and they start slowly patrolling the area. They start slowly patrolling the area. You're like, Tom, you see anything? No, I don't see anything yet. What time is it? It's about 1:50. You know it. Got 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. We'll see some of them out here. All right. And they patrol the area, and then they see little Leroy walking down the street, little Leroy 6 walking down the street, and they there you go. Look at he leaning to the left. Yeah, he's high off of them Takis. I know a Taki fold when I see it. And before you know it, they pick up little Leroy 6 and put him in the back of the van with Tyrone and all them other fools in the back of the van. You know what I mean? What state or country you in? Because I'm in Memphis. It is 8:37 p.m. and I'm in Indiana. So that's what be going on. You guys don't have to wonder. Don't even bother looking at your Ring camera between the hours of 5 and before 5 o'clock. It ain't nothing popping really on there. Maybe some crazy delivery person came to your door or something like that. The real action is after 5 p.m. After 5 p.m., you need to have all cameras on. Matter of fact, if you want to really lure and trap some of these people because they so brain dead, all you gotta do is put some Takis, some flaming hot Takis on your porch. Put some flaming hot Takis and put some warhead candies and stuff. Put all that sugary shit by your front door. You can trap these people because they'll be stunned. They'll be standing there at 6 p.m. standing by your door about to rob you, and they'll be traumatized. They'll be looking at that candy like, should I? God damn. I need that, but I need to rob them. But I need that candy first. Let me eat some of this candy. So they be standing there like a raccoon eating on your candy, okay? They'll be standing there. You gonna share you? I'm gonna share you in my okay, DNA. Thank you. They be standing there like a raccoon trying to eat that candy, and that's when you say, I got you. Okay, you say, I got you. All right. And then you drop a net. You gotta think of Tom and Jerry or something. You gotta think outside the box. Drop a net, have a net come from the top of your ceiling on your front porch, and it drops on them and it has some weights on it, and you capture them and it weighs them down. And then you have the smell of broccoli and vegetables all around the net because these criminals hate vegetables. They ain't had a vegetable in years. They ain't seen a broccoli or nothing in years. They saturated with sugar cocaine. Okay, they saturated with sugar cocaine. All you got to do is just take the net and drip it in broccoli juice. Drip it in broccoli juice, and then when they come on the porch and they grab the candy and the Takis, you let the net fall, capture them, and call the police. They ain't gonna move because the smell of the broccoli is gonna hypnotize and traumatize them, and they ain't gonna know what to do. It's like they be frozen in time, frozen in a fiber captivity. Okay, they'll be frozen like that for a few hours. You ain't got to do nothing really, but just call the police and have them come and show up and get the body. Okay, come get the body. Y'all gotta do. Is this 911? Yes, I caught my criminal. Excuse me, ma'am. I caught my criminal. Okay. I laid out some Takis and some Sour Head Kids and Sour Patch and all that. and they ate it, and I dropped a broccoli net. Ma'am, what's a broccoli net? Oh, I made it. I learned I got it from Etsy, the idea from Etsy, and then I made the broccoli nets dripped in broccoli juice. I can send you the recipe. I can share the link with you. Just give me your email. Anyway, I put the broccoli net up on my porch in the ceiling, and when it dropped down on him, he's been frozen in time for at least an hour. Ma'am, you just now calling us. Well, I had to make dinner first. So I had to make dinner first for my husband and the kids. And so, and then after dinner, I really almost forgot about him. And he was he's been still sitting on the porch. Can you come and retrieve the body? Ma'am, the body. All I'm telling you right now, y'all got to be more creative. Forget the Ring camera alone. That's not enough. That's not enough. You got to traumatize people. We in the era of teaching people lessons, valuable lessons. You got to deprogram and get these sugar demons out of these people's body. That's all that. Think outside the box. Think outside the box, okay? It's 2026. We're going into 2027. Think outside the box. Keep these people away from your house like you keep ants away from your kitchen counter. If you know how to keep ants and bugs out of your kitchen, that's the way you need to treat the front of your house. You need to treat it just like that. Treat these people like the bugs that they are, because they wasting your time. They stealing your property. They damaging your stuff. There's no resolution. The police, all they do is catch and release, like they fishing or something. Now, sometimes I think the police department is confused about their job. You catching and releasing, catching and release, catch and release. Why? Why are you catching and release, sir? You don't release. You keep the sugar demon people in captivity until you get enough fiber in them to get them under control. You can't release these sugar demons out into the street. You got to get some broccoli in them. You got to get them some sweet potato. You got to get them some avocado in their body. You got to pump their arms full of fiber juice. You got to put that what's it called? Metamucilix. You got to pump their arm just full of mucilix. Just keep pumping it in there until they get right. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. You got to go to the extreme. You got to prune juice. Yes. Pump the prune juice in the veins. Strap them down to the chair. You ain't got to electrocute nobody. Strap them down to the chair with prune juice. Okay? And with a hint of butter. Because I heard that works. A hint of butter with the prune juice. Okay? That's what some of these people are needing. We need to take them out of their childlike state. Most of these people roaming the street, robbing, carjacking, they have a childlike mentality. You know what I mean? It's a childlike mentality. And we have to bring them up to a mature level. And you can't do that without pumping them full of fiber. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Pumping them full of fiber. You got to pump these people full of fiber. We can't continue this. I refuse. Now I got my car stolen. Okay, last night my car got stolen, and right now I'm on 100 because I just don't understand why people are still doing these kinds of things. I don't understand why people are still stealing cars. I don't get it. So we need to find a solution. So if you have a solution to the problem, y'all need to speak up and y'all need to figure it out. Okay? Y'all need to figure it out. Yeah, my car got stolen last night. Last night. Okay. I have no vehicle now. I'm without the vehicle. In the middle of the night. Gone. Car gone. Okay. These people need some help. They need some help. Okay. This is not a game. They think this is a game. This is not a game. Huh? You got no, I don't have no another car. I don't have no another car. That's it. Now that's my car. I had for it was a 2015 Mazda. And it looked nice on the outside. That's why I think they took it, because it looks nice on the outside. It's all black. It looked nice on the outside. In the dark, it definitely looked nice. And they probably like, damn, that's a nice car. Let me go ahead and take this. Okay, and they took my car. Okay, and they took it. So, but it had some issues because there was some stuff that needed to be fixed. The brakes need to be fixed. Rotors need to be fixed. Everything need to be fixed in that car. Okay, and they took a car that had some issues. Yeah. Get a chip. What's a chip? What chip? What kind of chip? It had the key fob. What you talking about, chip? What do you mean? All I know is that my car got stolen, and I'm questioning. Oh, GPS. I'm questioning the mentality of adult people right now. I'm questioning the mentality of adult people, young people. What is going on? Why do you feel the need to steal a vehicle? Okay. I'm lucky that I'm able to work from home. But if I had to drive, that would be devastating. You know what I mean? That would be devastating. So what I don't understand is the mentality to take somebody else's car. I really don't get that. I just do not understand. I really don't understand that. You know? And all I can do is be calm about it. I can't get too upset. Only thing I could do is try to be as calm as I can. But I'm telling you, these people that do these things, something is terribly wrong. Something is terribly wrong with these people. To do a 360? What the hell you talking about? We talking about carjackings. You talking about 360? We in a state of trauma. I'm trying to understand these people. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? You know what I mean? My name's okay, Leroy. My car got stolen, but we're gonna get through this night. We're gonna get through this crazy night. You're gonna find out. I just don't I just I just don't understand. I think it's just it's a surreal experience, really. It's just like, wow, this is really happening. My car really got stolen. You know, it really got taken away. My black car. Yeah, it'll get better. It'll get better. I'll recover somehow. But I'm in Indiana. I'll recover somehow. Just call artists to pick you. You ain't gonna pick me up. You already talking about 360. You ain't gonna pick me up. Yeah, I reported it. And a very nice police officer showed up. Took the report. Now, the first police officer that I talked to on the phone, because I made a report But apparently I called the wrong jurisdiction or something at first, and so then I got in touch with the right one. But because I was not at the scene, because it wasn't at my place that the car got stolen, it was somewhere else that it got stolen. And I wasn't at the scene, and the policeman called me and he said, you so and so? I said, yeah. And he said, yeah. Yeah, well, where are you? Where you at? I said, I'm at home. Oh, you're not at the scene? Yeah, you gotta be at the scene. You gotta be at the scene. I can't do anything if you're not at the scene. I said, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. They told me I ain't have to go to. Well, you gotta be at the scene for me to take the report. If you're not at the scene, you can't take the report. I can't take the report. Hung up for him. Had somebody drive me over to the scene. Got over where my car was stolen at, and I had on the way. I called the police department again because you gotta make another report because you wasn't at the scene. So I called again, made another report. Another cop show up. This cop, he was a nice looking cop. He come up and he take the report and all that, but he was not that same man that I was talking to earlier. I said I don't know where that man came from, but this nice looking man showed up on the scene. Okay, looking like a Viking or something. He's like, so what happened? I was like, oh yeah, and my car got stolen. Oh, over there, right over there, it got stolen. You know, traumatized. My car was stolen, and the police called me once they. Yeah. No, I'm not Chinese. What do you see? What do you see I'm Chinese? But now my sister had her car stolen years ago. And let me tell you, she got her car stolen, and she was coming to my apartment. And I lived in the hood. I lived in the hood, but it was a renovated apartment that was in the hood. So I guess you call it gentrified apartment complex or whatever, but it was in the hood. And my sister came to visit me, and she came running in the house. I said, what happened? I got carjacked. I said, what? Over here? And she's like, yeah. Oh. So I called the police. My next door neighbor came outside, and he was a boxer. He's like, what going on? I said, oh, my sister's car got carjacked. So we all stood outside. The policeman rolled up. He came up, and we stood outside with him, and he put in the thing that it was stolen, description or whatever. And my sister said to the cop, she said, I had some fresh Taco Bell in the car. Are you gonna be able to save my Taco Bell? She had some Taco Bell sitting on the front seat. I said, girl, that's the last of your word. So he said, hold on a second. So he's in his police car doing his little thing. Within 5 minutes, he turned the sirens on, and he yelled out the window, I'll be right back. Turned the siren on, he was woo, gone. Woo! He was gone down that street. I said, damn, he moving. Boy, he moving. He was gone. And then within 10 minutes, he came back through, and he said, got him. They had chased the boy down with some dogs the whole night. I said, in that short of time, where you get the dogs at? They chased him down with dogs. And in the report, it said he was sweating profusely from the dogs chasing him through the apartment complex on the other side. I said, damn. And he was living with his auntie. And he had ate my sister's Taco Bell and used her chapstick. I said, girl, at least you got your car back. But she didn't really want it after that. Do you really want your car back when somebody ran through it? Oh no, he ate the Taco Bell. No, the grandpa toenail. But yeah, all I know is when people steal your car, they gotta be out of their mind. They gotta be at the lowest of the low to steal a car. And steal a